I'm meteorologist Ryan Hill taking a look at your forecast. You've got noticeably warmer conditions. Sheridan and Gillette and Newcastle, 41, 47, 45, 46 in Sundance. Y'all were in the 30s last night, so that is something very notable for your forecast. Much warmer out there. Not as much of a change between last night and tonight in Rapid City. We go from 48 to 49 degrees, but yet southerly winds are going to warm things up for all of us tomorrow, gusting to 35 miles an hour at times and even bringing in some 80s. Most everybody else in the 70s, even in the hills, some lower 70s there. We're tracking some thunderstorms and yes, still some isolated storms. That starts with at least some isolated instability in the Bighorns here near Sheridan, so we'll be keeping an eye on that for at least some isolated activity Thursday afternoon. But Friday, see how things pop up again near the Bighorns. Some pretty decent instability to maybe even fire up some scattered activity. And maybe, as you saw things built up near the hills, some isolated storms over the hills. Let's see that hour-by-hour forecast, see what we're talking about here with that. We've got clear conditions all throughout Thursday. Here come the clouds, Sheridan, some isolated showers. Maybe a rumble of thunder. It looks like this model wants to move things a little bit further north. I've usually seen a trend that it kind of initializes things a little bit further north. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some of that activity in the Sheridan area. Moving along, we've got a little bit of isolated shower activity, little splash and dashers, no real significant stuff in the area in western Dakota Territory and northeastern Wyoming. But folks, the isolated storm activity that you saw right there in the hills happens Friday afternoon and may jump off into places like Rapid City or Hermosa before things clear out for the weekend. Then we're talking about some breezy winds gusting 30 plus, maybe 35 miles an hour. The ideal location to see the strongest winds will be in the Rapid City through Meade County area where we see those 35 mile per hour winds. Taking a little bit of a break and switching direction slightly. Going to be slightly cooler on your Friday because of the passage of this weak cold front, but then there it is again. The strong southerly winds kicking in Sunday into Monday and then turning southeasterly, bringing in some moisture for maybe some thunderstorms as we enter into next week. Hey, with all this wind and all the trees blooming, you see all that green out there from the grass to the trees and even some flowers. The tree pollen is high and grass and weed pollen is picking up. So if you have allergies, be definitely cautious about what you do as far as your plans. Adjust to them. Work with your allergy meds. Whatever you need to do to get out ahead of those allergies would be A-okay with me. But then we move our way into the other headline of our forecast is the heat. We've got a ridge of high pressure that continues to advertise itself as a lean, mean heating machine as we move into the forecast through the weekend and to the beginning of next week. Then our eyes continue to be on a long wave trough that we are continuing to be in the favorable zone. This is where that little area, what we call a jet max, some upper level wind energy, some upper level jet energy that will kick in that lift to provide the possibility for some potentially strong thunderstorms on Wednesday. But record heat on your Mother's Day, 90s for sure, before that system rolls through. And then onward through the next 6 to 10 days, there's that battle of the air masses as the Weather Prediction Center is showing in the temperature and precipitation outlook. We've really jumped up in that category into the above normal. So we're going to be keeping an eye on some possibilities for some rain in Dakota Territory, which might help to put some dent in the drought.